Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The upcoming episode of WWE Raw will be the go-home show before Elimination Chamber 2025. This will serve as the final chance for the Red brand to build excitement and generate hype for the upcoming premium live event. With fan anticipation at an all-time high, they will be eagerly looking forward to what the show has in store this Monday night. In this article, we will discuss 5 possible things that could happen in this week's episode of WWE Raw. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez will clash with the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions on tonight's episode of WWE Raw. Both Naomi and Bianca Belair have been feuding with the Judgment Day members after they were accused of assaulting Jade Cargill backstage. However, things could take an unexpected turn this week if Morgan and Raquel dethrone the current champions and reveal that they were not behind the attack on Cargill. This could add more drama between Bianca and Naomi, and also Jade, who officially never lost the tag title. Cargill has not been seen since the attack backstage. Tensions between Finn Balor and others in the Judgment Day have been escalating over the past few weeks. Recently, Dominic Mysterio suggested adding a new member to the faction. However, this was firmly denied by Balor. Last week on Raw, the Prince suffered a loss to Seth Rollins in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. This loss has further caused his standing to nosedive within the group. Given these developments, there is a strong possibility that on this week's WWE Raw, Dominic and Carlito could turn on the former Universal Champion and remove him from Judgment Day. This could take place because while Balor himself had been struggling with losses, he still insisted on leading the faction. Jey Uso and Gunther are set to collide in a match at WrestleMania 41 for the World Heavyweight Championship. This will be the first time that the YET Master contests a singles world title bout on the grandest stage of them all. Given the exceptional moment, it is conceivable that Rikishi could return to WWE to support his son before one of the most prominent matches of his career. A segment where Rikishi, last seen on WWE TV almost 5 years ago, gives a pep talk to G, giving him the encouragement and inspiration he needs before facing the Imperium leader at the Show of Shows would be well received by the fans. Jey Uso and Gunther have been entangled in several heated altercations over the past few weeks. These conflicts not only create chaos on WWE Raw, but also put their WrestleMania 41 match at risk, as any likely injury to either star could derail their highly anticipated showdown. Taking this into account, the Raw GM might temporarily ban Jey Uso and Gunther from appearing on Monday nights as a precautionary measure. This suspension could last for 1 or 2 weeks following Elimination Chamber, ensuring that both superstars remain in fine fettle for their title match at WrestleMania. Seth Rollins has already qualified for the men's Elimination Chamber match, but on tonight's edition of the Red Brand's show, he might face an unexpected attack at the hands of Roman Reigns. At Royal Rumble earlier this year, Seth delivered a double serving of the curb stomp to Reigns. While both were outside the ring, one was quite brutal on the steel steps. Roman hasn't been seen on WWE TV since then. Seeking vengeance, the OTC could make a shocking return tonight and launch a brutal attack on his former Shield brother. This assault could leave the Visionary incapacitated, forcing him out of the men's Elimination Chamber match this Saturday. Consequently, Reigns might take his spot, further escalating tensions before the PLE. This could set the stage for a high-stakes clash between the two stars at WrestleMania 41. As WWE gears up for Elimination Chamber, Monday Night Raw is set to be an explosive episode filled with twists, surprises, and potential shakeups. With high-stakes matches, rivalries reaching their boiling points, and championship implications on the line, anything can happen. Here are 5 bold predictions for what could unfold on the upcoming episode of Raw. The Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, has been on an unstoppable tear, shattering records and bulldozing through every opponent in his path. While this focus has primarily been on the IC title, there has been growing speculation that he could make a sudden move toward the World Heavyweight Championship. And what better time than now? Seth Rollins, the current World Heavyweight Champion, is heading into Elimination Chamber banged up. His knee injury, which has been a topic of concern for weeks, makes him vulnerable. Gunther has repeatedly emphasized that his goal isn't just to be a champion, but the champion in WWE. With Rollins potentially weakened, this could be the perfect opportunity for Gunther to make his move. How it could happen. Adam Pearce books an impromptu title match, claiming Rollins needs to prove he's fit for Elimination Chamber. Gunther, seeing an opening, challenges Rollins. Outcome: a brutal, hard-hitting match where Gunther capitalizes on Rollins' knee injury, wins the World Heavyweight Championship, and forces Rollins out of Elimination Chamber altogether. This scenario not only elevates Gunther to the main event scene, but also reshapes the landscape of WWE heading into WrestleMania. If Gunther doesn't take the World Heavyweight Championship, another possibility is that Seth Rollins is officially ruled out of Elimination Chamber due to injury. WWE has been teasing Rollins' struggles, and if doctors declare him unfit to compete, Raw could be the night where it all comes crashing down. How it could happen. Rollins tries to downplay his injury, but a segment with Adam Pearce and WWE officials results in him being removed from the match for his own safety. Who replaces him? This is where things get interesting. The most likely contenders include Cody Rhodes. If Cody isn't fully committed to facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, he could step in and stake his claim for the World Heavyweight title instead. LA Knight. With growing fan support, Knight could be added to Raw's Chamber match, making it even more unpredictable. CM Punk. Although Punk is injured, WWE could plant the seeds for his eventual return by having someone step in on his behalf. Regardless of who takes his place, Rollins missing Elimination Chamber changes everything heading into WrestleMania. Jey Uso's ongoing rivalry with his brother Jimmy and the Bloodline has reached a breaking point. After weeks of interference, surprise attacks, and constant chaos, WWE management may be forced to take drastic action, banning Jey from Raw to prevent further escalation. Why it makes sense. Last week, Jey was blindsided by Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, leaving him battered in the ring. With tensions rising and Elimination Chamber around the corner, Adam Pearce could decide to remove Jey from Raw until after the PPV. Possible twist. Instead of staying away, Jey defies the ban and shows up anyway, attacking Solo or Jimmy in retaliation. This could set the stage for an Elimination Chamber confrontation or a massive WrestleMania showdown between the Uso brothers. The Bloodline's dominance has already been fractured, and WWE could use this move to further separate Jey from his family while increasing the tension leading into WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley has been untouchable as Women's World Champion, and heading into WrestleMania, she needs a worthy challenger. While Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and even Liv Morgan have been in the conversation, what if Ripley takes matters into her own hands and issues an open challenge? Why it makes sense. WWE needs to establish Ripley's next opponent in a way that feels organic. An open challenge allows a surprise contender to step up in a major way. Potential challengers. Raquel Rodriguez. She's one of the few who can physically match Ripley in power. Jade Cargill. A massive debut for the former AEW star could happen here, setting up a WrestleMania showdown. A returning Nia Jax or Charlotte Flair. Both would be major surprises and add unpredictability. No matter who steps up, this move would remind the WWE Universe why Ripley is one of the most dominant champions of the modern era. Damian Priest has been carrying around the Money in the Bank briefcase for months, waiting for the right moment to strike. With Seth Rollins potentially injured and the World Heavyweight Championship picture in chaos, this Raw could be the night Priest finally cashes in. Scenario 1. Successful cash-in. Rollins is left vulnerable after a brutal beatdown, possibly by Gunther or Drew McIntyre, and Priest seizes the opportunity to become champion. This sets up a Judgment Day power struggle leading into WrestleMania. Scenario 2. Failed cash-in. Someone, maybe Finn Balor or CM Punk if he makes an appearance, sabotages Priest, leading to a shocking loss. This would create instant chaos within Judgment Day and could even fracture the faction before WrestleMania. Either way, if Priest's briefcase comes into play, it could drastically change the world title picture heading into Elimination Chamber. Damian Priest finally cashing in Money in the Bank. With all these moving pieces, Monday Night Raw could be one of the most unpredictable episodes of the year. Whatever happens, the WWE Universe will be talking about it for weeks.